Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the Unimportant but Important News Podcast. I am your host, Beavers Rock, and today we have a bit of a slow episode because, A, I only have 3 articles right now, and B, the 4th article we're going to find on the fly. And we've got the chill music because, I have a lot of dead space in my talking most of the time. And, I wanted some music to take up that space. We are currently listening to lo-fi hip-hop radio, beats to sleep/chill to, and I might actually go to sleep to this after recording. But, with that said, first article we got today, which is so stupid. I am astonished someone could be this stupid. Title of the article: Devastated woman discovers plant she's been watering for 2 years is fake. You heard that right. The plant she's been watering for 2 years is fake. Now, the dedication to caring for this plant is amazing. And I don't know how long it was a succulent, by the way. I'm pretty sure those last a while, but I do not believe they last 2 years. Let me check real quick. Let me fact check myself real quick. Succulent lifetime. Oh, okay, they do live for a long time. Okay. Some can live for decades, while some may be 6 or 8 years. Okay, that's okay. Okay, she was just gonna repot it, and that's how she found out it was fake. So she didn't question it at all because this is normal for succulents to live that long. But the dedication to keep watering a plant for 2 years is amazing. I would forget. Let's see. Let's start reading the article. I read the first sentence. A plant lover was left devastated when she discovered the reason her succulent remained in, quote, perfect, unquote, condition wasn't down to her love and dedication. It's because it was fake. Oh, nothing I can say except own a fault here. Oh, she had been religiously watering the plant. Oh no. She had a strict watering plan for it. She would get defensive if anybody else tried to water it. What? This is insanity. What is going on? Holy shit. She had to find a cute vase which suited it perfectly until deciding she would repot it. That is... Tried my hardest to keep it looking its best, and it's completely plastic. How did I not know this? I feel like these last 2 years have been a lie. Oh, I would feel the same if I was that dumb. Or that unobservant. What? Her story was shared to an Australian indoor plant group page where a number of others admitted they'd also made the same mistake. How? How did other people make the mistake of not being able to tell that it's real or not? It's a plant. If you touch it, you'll be able to tell. Holy shit. One of them said, my friend at work always kills the plants because she doesn't water them. So I put a fake one in the cafe. She watered her for a month before I told her it was fake. Oh. This one's sad. Another said, my dad watered one of my mom's plants for a year after she died, not realizing it was fake. We had a good laugh about it. I bet mom had a good chuckle upstairs too. Oh, that's sad. This isn't supposed to be a sad podcast. It's supposed to be a funny news podcast where I find news articles that I deem important, but they aren't really important to others, or you need to know them. It's just supposed to be funny articles I find that I can talk about. But now I'm sad. Why did you do this to me, news article? Fucking hell. I hate videos on these things. Alright. That is devastated woman discovers plant she's been watering for 2 years is fake. So, I just want to know if anyone wants to buy me a succulent, I will water it. I will not check if it's fake or not until more than 12 years have passed. Or actually, we'll go with more than 10 years has passed. Because, they live for about a decade. They can live for decades, but I'm assuming the average range is a decade. But with that said, let's move on to the next one. This one's just stupid funny. Not the last one. Like, yeah, that was stupid and funny, but not like it was funny because it was stupid. This one is actually like it's more stupid because it's funny. So, man who filmed himself licking ice cream tub gets jail time. Now, it's a clickbait title. Don't worry, I clicked on the title so you guys didn't have to. It was a guy that filmed himself grabbing an ice cream tub out of like a store freezer and opening it up and then licking the top and then returning it to the freezer, which obviously is not okay. But wow. So yeah, let's get reading. The 24-year-old man that had filmed himself licking the tub got a 30 days in jail. It was a month in jail, about. That's I feel like that's a bit long for licking an ice cream tub and putting it back in the freezer, but I understand that that's like a health thing, a health violation probably. So, it makes sense. He was also sentenced to an additional 6-month jail term, probated for 2 years, in order to pay $1,000 fine and $15.65 in restitution to Bluebell Creameries, which had to replace all of its products in the freezer. Now, hold on. That one doesn't make any sense. Why was it all of the products in the freezer? Like, honestly, why not just like they just have to find the one that was, licked and get rid of that one. And if they couldn't get rid of the things in the general area of the flavor he licked, or even then they could get the flavor he licked and just remove all of that. They didn't have to replace all of the products in the freezer. What? Like, what? That one doesn't make any sense to me, really. I have a feeling they had small brains when thinking about the solution for that one. Or they just wanted more money from him. That's probably the case. You know, capitalism, woohoo. Let's see. He began serving his jail time immediately after sentencing. So he is he out? I mean, this happened last August, so this was in 2019. It's been about, I want to say 9 months. 9 months? August is the 8th month, right? It has not been 9 months. Has it? No. Okay, 8, 9, no, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It's been 7 months since this has happened. So, after being sentenced, I don't know when he was sentenced. Does it say on here? The incident happened at Walmart, August 26th. Store surveillance cameras showed that he finally took the Bluebell ice cream from the freezer and bought it, which wasn't captured in the social media. Video authority said. So you're telling me that, okay, the surveillance cameras caught him licking it, and then he only filmed himself licking it and then putting it back in, but the surveillance cameras caught that he took the ice cream and bought it, which wasn't captured in the film that he did. So really he didn't commit a crime. He was just making a funny video, but he did it in kind of a stupid way. See, what he should have done is he should have bought it first, then opened it, licked it, put it back in the freezer, ended it, and then took it back out. He's already got his receipt. He already owns the ice cream. He's fine. That would have been fine. But because of the order he took, it kind of got messed up. I don't know. Should he have done it? Probably not. Is it still funny? Yeah, kinda. Yeah. I think it is. Fucking a guy just going up to a store, going to their ice cream, taking the tub, licking the top. I think that's funny. Why not? I mean, he still bought it in the end. Now, if he didn't buy it, crime, yes. Misdemeanor, yes. Sentence to jail time, yeah, maybe like a week. 30 days is a bit much. Paying a fine is fine by me. A $1,500 restitution to Bluebell Creameries is a bit much to me, but you know, what do I know? So yeah, that's news as well. Hold on. What? What? I found another. I guess we don't have to go searching for our fourth article today. I found my fourth article in recommended articles. Oh, this one was recent too. Okay, this is fine. But we'll save this one for last. But third article. Well, I don't know if I'd call this an article as much as a like actually good information. So if you're just skipping through the podcast looking for news stories, well, and you're actually interested in learning something, here's the story you want to listen to. That I'm not really sure if it's a news article or not. But title: Is it dangerous to wake a sleepwalker? I don't actually know if it is or not. I believe it's not dangerous, but I cannot remember. Sleepwalking is as old as human history. Yep. What? Excuse me? Modern portrayals of sleepwalking usually end with another individual stepping in to wake up the sleepwalker. It just seems like the natural thing to do, right? Or will jolting a sleepwalker back into consciousness condemn them to a soulless existence? That seems a bit like hyperbole. And, not true. Let's see. Sleepwalking episodes come on without warning. Yep, I knew that. I think I used to sleepwalk when I was a young child. I would used to sleepwalk every now and then, get a drink of water, and then go back to bed. From what my parents would said or told me. I feel like I remember that happening one time. So that might, I'm not really entirely sure, but it might have happened to me once. Let's see. A bewildering disorder. People historically associated sleepwalking with the sacred, supernatural, and scary. Makes sense. That does seem like spooky. They saw the phenomenon. They saw the phenomenon as a malevolent curse, mark of evil, plague, or punishment for unconfessed sins. This was during the Middle Ages. I'm just gonna skip that. Let's see. Modern views emerge. As scientists continue to gain a better understanding of how sleepwalking works, though, many have concluded that the best thing you can do for a sleepwalker is tuck them back in instead of waking them back in, or waking them up in the middle of their sleepwalk. Let's see. More than 8 million Americans sleepwalk each year, not counting other places of the world. As for kids, you'd be hard-pressed to find any who haven't experienced at least one episode of sleepwalking. It is part of the human condition and not a manifestation of a psychiatric disorder. Cool. Okay. So the thing about sleepwalking is it takes place without conscious awareness. The behavior during a sleepwalking episode comes from the brain's central pattern generator, which basically means you're not going to see any sleepwalker doing anything that they don't already know how to do. So, like, if the sleepwalker in question doesn't know X language, they're not going to start talking X language all of a sudden. And if they don't know how to, say, do a flip, they're not going to do a flip. Show me a gymnastics sleepwalker. Show me if they do gymnastics while they're sleepwalking. I don't know. They might. Who knows? If it's just that engraved into their daily life, they might. Because sleepwalkers tend to do things that they do in their daily life. Oh, wait. You won't observe sleepwalkers acting out in complex ways. Okay. The region of the brain that stores memory remains asleep too, which leads to zero recall later. Okay, maybe they won't be doing gymnastics while they're sleepwalking. Alright? You got me. So what? How to handle sleepwalkers. See, this is the whole point of why I clicked on this. I want to know if my family ever sleepwalks. What do I do? Let's see. Researchers warn that it's very tough to rouse somebody from the state unless the sleepwalker is partaking in a dangerous activity like getting ready to dive down the stairs. It's best to just steer them back to bed, is their recommended course of action. Unless they're going to do something dangerous, like dive down the stairs. Let's see. If you do manage to wake them, don't worry. Interrupting a sleepwalker won't harm them. Alright, that's good. So, if you guys ever encounter a sleepwalker, you guys can just right in front of their face and they'll be awake and fine. Well, they might be awake. If they sleepwalk very deeply, then that may not work. You may need a couple more claps in front of their face, but you'll get them up eventually. Now for the last article that we found after looking at the second article, this I think is the best article so far that we've seen today, and it is people keep threatening to replace hand sanitizer with vodka. Tito's begs them to stop. Tito's being the company that makes vodka. This is happening in Texas, by the way. I don't know how people got this idea, but they're starting to use vodka instead of what should we call it? Hand sanitizer. Let's see, if ever anyone deserved to have a few stiff shots right now, it's the social media team of Tito's Vodka. Yep. Some Twitter users have suggested using the distillery's products to make hand sanitizer and tag the company. The tweets range from possibly serious to probably not serious. Yet in all causes, Tito's social media team responded with the same consistent message. Please, just don't. The warning the brand was forced to issue is, per the CDC, that is Center for Disease Control, if you didn't know, like I did not know, hand sanitizer needs to contain at least 60% alcohol. Tito's handmade vodka is 40% alcohol and therefore does not meet the current recommendation of the CDC. Please see attached for more information. Yeah, that's the only issue here. The fact that it's not 60% alcohol. Some people were happy Tito's was so frank that his vodka lacked coronavirus fighting capabilities. What? Thanks for that PSA. Before I head to the liquor store, I need to know which adult beverages are over 60% just in case they run out of Purell. What? That's a tweet by some random person, by the way. Why are these people using alcohol in place of hand sanitizer? If you're running out of... How are you running out of hand sanitizer? Why are you recommending alcohol that... Bacardi 151 not only works as hand sanitizer, but when burned with liquid oxygen, it makes a fair rocket engine. Why are you telling people that alcohol can be used as rocket engine? What are you doing? One person thought there was a simple solution. Perhaps you can consider the development of a special edition in response to this crisis. Meanwhile, some people knew who the real heroes were. God bless you, social media person who has to keep tweeting this all day. God bless. Tito's spokesperson told HuffPost that the company wanted to set the record straight as soon as we saw the incorrect articles and social posts. That is... Holy shit. Why are people using why are people using alcohol as hand sanitizer? That doesn't make any sense. Just get more hand sanitizer. Are you guys really running out of hand sanitizer, Texas? Honestly. Like, if you're running out of hand sanitizer, that's kind of a big deal. But at the same time, you have soap and you have water. It's really, not that hard to wash your hands with soap and water. You don't need hand sanitizer, and you don't need alcohol to take the place of hand sanitizer. Holy shit. That last article is freaking whack, dog. But anyway, that is all for today's podcast. Thank you all for watching. I hope you liked the chill music. If you did like the chill music, let me know down below, and I will have it on during every podcast after this. And if you didn't watch the last episode, podcasts are going to only be on Monday now. I found out that news does not happen frequently enough to have this podcast 2 times a week. So this is going to be a once a week podcast every day Monday. Every day Monday? Every week Monday? Every week Monday. Not every day. Every day Monday sounds weird. But yeah, every week Monday around, the Monday time that is, 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. That is the time that the episode of the podcast will be released. So look forward to that. And with that said, if you got any news articles you want me to do next week, comment them down below or send them to my email that will be in the description. I will look at the news article, and if it is important but unimportant for most people, I will feature it in the next week's podcast. But go ahead and subscribe. You'll be notified when I upload more of these. Like the video if you liked it. And with all that said, I hope to see you all on the next episode. Peace out.